Ah, it's snowing outside. But I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to mention it because everyone mentions it when it's snowing outside. They're like, oh, it's snowing, status, update, tweet, it's snowing. I'm not going to do that. I'm basically too cool. I'm too hip for that. I'm like a hipster. Nothing in them. Georgetown! I was going to take them off, but actually I quite like them. I think I'm going to leave them on. I look like the child Clark Kent. Okay, so I have to start today with an apology. Kiva, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I can't believe I forgot. I'm sorry. Am I overdoing it? My friends Julia and Kiva have had this idea. If you go to this channel, you will learn all about it. It's called Happening Year. The idea is that 2013 is going to be the year we make things happen. This is the year to stop thinking about all the things we'd like to do and actually go and do them. Yes, that's right. This idea touches a chord with me for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because proactivity and positivity are things that I'm keen on. And secondly, because of my favourite film, Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous. It's a rock and roll film set predominantly in 1973, and what happens is a load of young people go around having positivity just stamped out of them by the real world. But they somehow maintain their love and excitement, which is encapsulated within this mantra that they have between them. They will come up to one another, do a big hug, and say, "It's all happening!" It just makes me so excited, that completely non-specific declaration of stuff occurring. It is at once vague and hippie-ish and a concrete assertion of the right attitude in life. So I'm joining in. Happening Year is something that I am going to be very keen on. And my first involvement is just to tell you guys about it. You are allowed to get involved as well. Julia and Kiva are inviting video responses and comments. You should all just go and watch their videos and do everything that they tell you to, because they're brilliant and it's going to be an amazing project. They've each set 52 goals, I think, and they're going to do a video each week of them achieving a goal. And that in itself is wonderful, but it's going to be even more wonderful when you and your friends and me and my friends and everyone and everyone's friends get involved and do things as well. And it can link in with Alex Day's new Life Scouts thing, which I also think is super duper cool, because I like badges. Now, my second involvement with Happening Year is to tell you a few of my goals for this year. We've already discussed a couple of them in my New Year's resolutions video, which is here, but I'm going to tell you today about a couple of my YouTube specific goals. Hear me out, because this is going to sound a bit crazy, but maybe it isn't. It probably is. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of April. Yeah. And I want to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You know when we did the Christmas song, you know, at Christmas, and I said, let's get to 1,000 views, which was like, I was thinking it was like a ridiculously high number, we're never going to get there. But maybe like the excitement about that large figure will help us get like 300 instead of 200 views. But then we did, we got there, we got 1,000 views, and I was like, whoa! Cool. Now, I know taking subscribers as an arbitrary measure of success is not the perfect thing, but that's all it is. It's an arbitrary measure of success. It could be views, it could be comments, but I'm choosing subscribers. You'll have noticed I haven't mentioned the subscribee count for a while, because I've been trying to just play it cool. You know, not worried too much about it. But I do bring it up now because it's been ticking over quite nicely and I'm really pleased with how that's going. So while I've been ambitious again in my selection of numbers, 1,000 by the end of April is an awful lot, and 5,000 by the end of the year, that's 5 times as many. I'm all mathy. There are 2 reasons why I think it's not totally impossible. 2 things that have happened in the last little while that make me think, maybe, just maybe, that's not beyond the realms of possibility. Number 1, a few people have nominated me for this Shorty Award thing, which is like incredible, and I'm not going to win one, so don't get excited about it, but it's just amazing that any of you think that it's cool to nominate me. I'm so excited by that, because you've gone like out of your own way to say, oh George, I like you, you're good. Whoa! It's exciting. And on a similar note, last night I came home from the cinema, Les Miserables, we'll talk about it another time, to see on the Team Georgetown Facebook group that someone had suggested phoning into the new Dan and Phil Radio 1 show to request one of my songs, which I just thought was just unbelievably cool. Now, I'm very conscious that I don't always want to be asking for your help, because there's a very fine line to be struck between being proactive and being an annoyance. And that's exactly why these 2 things have really excited me, because I never mention them to anyone. And it's blow away cool to see you guys being proactive yourselves about helping me out and thinking of ideas and actually wanting to do them and feeling like you can do them and feeling like you have a mandate and the manpower and the numbers and the organisation to do it. That's really exciting. That's exactly what Team Georgetown is all about. So thanks for that. That's super duper cool. And that's why I think that in 2013 I can, with your help, make this thing that I want happen, which is to make my living out of my things, my music. So there you have it. We're on, what, 311 now? I want to be on 1,000 by the end of April and 5,000 by the end of the year. That's, yeah, it's totally realistic. Yeah. But that's not all. And more importantly now, my next goal, I just want to keep doing this. This is a slightly nebulous goal, so stick with me. I want to keep doing just this YouTube thing. I want to keep enjoying just sitting around chatting, making videos, being stupid. I don't want to be worried about reaching those two goals I talked about before, and I don't want to be fretting about what kind of videos I should make or how funny they are or how much you'll like them. I just want to do them and enjoy it. If I make as many videos in 2013 as I did in 2012, I'll be really pleased. And if I enjoy it anywhere near as much, I'll be really pleased. And so my next goal really, I guess, is just to be here next year, making more goals for YouTube and feeling as good about it as I do right now. Okay, finally, and I think this is really in the spirit of Happening Year, because Happening Year is about making things happen that wouldn't otherwise happen. This goal has nothing to do with my career or my serious ambitions in life, okay? It's just something I want to do. And Happening Year is the perfect excuse to make it happen. I work in a shop, and a little while ago I dealt with a couple of deaf customers, and it reminded me that I'd always had this sort of vague ambition that I wanted to learn to sign. And nothing too spectacular. I mean, I'm not too worried about being super fluent or anything. I would just like to learn some basic signs, because I feel like it would be fun, and I feel like it would be a useful skill, and I feel like it would be sort of empathetic with the world. Not in, I know that sounds kind of patronising, but I think it would make me feel like I cared more than I think I do about other people. And I did mention that in my New Year's resolutions video, so that, you know, that would fit in a little bit. But most of all, I just think it would be interesting. I think it would be fun, because gorillas can sign to a certain extent, and mostly I want to talk to gorillas, because I love gorillas. So I would look up the sign for goodbye to sign off, you know, as I mean to go on. But my camera is sitting on top of a stack of DVDs on top of my laptop, so I can't open it up and have a look. So I'm sorry. So I'll just make up a sign for goodbye now. Goodbye. See you soon. Georgetown! I just looked at myself in this screen for long enough that I was convinced my nose was attached to these glasses. Oh yeah, also, Happening Year, Happening Here. It's a great catchphrase.